Hi guys. I'm just setting up the live stream right now, and there I am. I am a little bit early, so I'm gonna let people catch up and let's see who joins us in a few. So my name's Miss Elaine, and I'm with the Firehouse Art Center, and we are currently closed right now. I did add a donate button to this video, so hopefully it will be there. Let me see if it is. Yes, it's right there. So it says, while the Firehouse Art Center is currently closed, we are still committed to deepening the sense of connection with our community on social media. We are encouraging social connection and creativity through virtual education opportunities and gallery tours. In this uncertain time, we know that art can be a source of solace, reflection, connection, and inspiration. And we want to continue bringing this to our community. But we can't do this without you. Please consider supporting the Firehouse in this challenging moment by making a donation. Your support ensures that we can continue to bring art to you and ensures that when we do reopen, that we will be able to continue offering the quality exhibitions and unique cultural and community events that make our gallery a creative hub in Longmont. So we are asking for your support, and no gift is too small. So that is the button that is on your screen. If you are watching this, I think that it'll still be there, whether it's live or whether you come back and watch it later. So I can't actually tell. I'm doing a different kind of Facebook live stream. But anyway, I can't tell if anyone's joined us. If you are there, please comment and say hi, because I would like to say hi back. And we are going to be doing this drawing today. So it is a drawing that encompasses kind of a lot. We're going to be talking about self-portraits because you're going to be drawing yourself. We're going to be talking about perspective. So perspective is when something is drawn larger or smaller to give the appearance of distance or space. So even though my hand is not bigger than my face, in my drawing it is, because my hands are closer to you. We're going to be drawing bugs. So we're going to go through the anatomy of insects, and we're also going to do a little bit of counting. So there's a lot of stuff that's in this lesson today. We're also going to talk about radiating lines, and I think that is pretty much it. But if you just joined, my name is Elaine Waterman. I am with, oh, I'm sorry, I'm making you shake. I'm with the Firehouse Art Center. We're closed right now, but we're still offering art classes for kids. And I'm going to be here every Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 1 p.m. doing a live stream with different classes. You could obviously join and watch it live and comment and ask questions. And I will try and get to all of them as they're asked. Or you can come back and watch at your own convenience and create your art whenever you can. So hopefully you guys will post your pictures. I love seeing the kids' art come through. And so when you get on, comment. I love to see where people are from. But I'm going to flip the screen so that you can see my artwork and my art space. And so just look away if you get dizzy. I'm going to be trying to draw this upside down so you guys will see it right side up. But I might have to switch. So right now it's upside down for you. It's right side up for me. But switching it. So I'm going to get my piece of paper. Now, I try to do these lessons since we're all sheltering at home and we're doing homeschooling and art at home. I'm trying to use these lessons, do these lessons with supplies that you have at home. So this one's super simple. It's just a piece of paper. You're going to need your pencil, and you're going to need a black marker for the outline, as well as any colored pencils or crayons that you would like to use for coloring. I usually do colored pencils or crayons as opposed to markers for coloring, just because it's a little bit faster. And but you can use markers as well. So it's totally up to you. So as I said, this lesson is about self-portraits. So we're going to be drawing a picture of ourselves, and we're going to be using perspective. So the perspective is a picture drawn with enlarged parts to give the effect of space and distance. So here, the hands are coming closer to you, so they look larger than they would be in real life. So obviously, my hands are not 3 times bigger than my face. That is just the perspective that we're using to give the effect of distance. So my hands are closer than my face is. So to get this effect, we're actually going to trace our hands on the piece of paper. So you're going to have to, and it's a little different when you're doing it upside down, but you want to get your thumbs on the outsides of the paper, okay? So you don't want to just trace your hands like this, because then that wouldn't be the correct way. So it's like I'm offering something up in my hands, so my thumbs are on the outside and my pinkies are touching. So that's how you want to trace your hands on your paper. Now, obviously, my hands are bigger than some of your hands, so it's still the same thing. We're going to put our hand on the paper. Try and imagine that there's a halfway line right here. You don't have to measure it and you don't have to fold it. Just kind of guess where the halfway mark is, and you're going to put your hand right on that halfway mark. So I'm just imagining that halfway mark is right there. So I'm going to trace my hand. Just like this. And then I'm going to switch, and this is going to be a little harder because I am right-handed, and I'm going to trace my right hand using my left hand like this. So you can either trace your hand yourself, or if you have a friend or your parent can help you, it's easier if a friend or a parent traces your hand. So do it yourself if you have to. If you have someone there that can trace your hand for you, that works a little faster. So those are my hands right there. So I didn't draw too dark, but you can still see the line. So I'm going to let you guys catch up. So it's thumbs on the outside of the paper. So your hands will actually be like this. Trace one hand, then switch your pencil or have a friend trace your other hand. So then you will get these 2 hands, thumbs on the outside. So it looks like this. I guess you could have traced your hand like that too. Anyway, so now your hands are traced, and we're not going to go and do the outline just yet. We're going to wait until we do our bugs and our person, and we're going to do the whole thing, outlining it with our black marker at the end when we have everything done. So I'm going to just wait a few more seconds just to give you guys time. And after you're done tracing your hand, you can also make the finger lines. So if you're done already, but you don't have these finger lines yet, go ahead and make your finger lines. Okay. So now we have our hands offering up the bugs. And my kids used to do this all the time. They would give me bugs all the time, bugs and rocks and sticks. So, but we're just going to be counting bugs today. And the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to move on to the self-portrait. Now, the self-portrait, I want you guys to think about that middle line again. And you're going to draw a circle on your page about that size. So as a size reference, I have this tiny little clementine cutie orange. So just as a size reference. So it's kind of the size of a clementine. You don't have to have a clementine to trace, but I'm just going to give you, see. So just about the size of a clementine is the size of your head. Okay? Now, once you have your circle, and it doesn't have to be perfect, this is going to be you. So this is your self-portrait. You're going to draw your neck and a circle or a curved line right here for your collar. And you have a choice. You can just make it like a normal t-shirt collar, or if you want, you can put a collar on it like that. You want to add a collar to your outfit. And then you are going to connect from the hand to the collar line, and that is going to be your shoulders. So I want you guys to watch. And it goes like that. So it doesn't go all the way to the edge of the hand. It goes to pretty much where this bone is. Okay, because that is you with your hands out offering up the bugs to whoever is there. Okay, so you have now this line right here. So that's the outside of your arms. It's this part right here. Then you are going to come halfway in. So here's your hand from here to here and then here to here. I want you to guess. So just make your best guess estimate where halfway is on that line. And you're going to take that line and you're going to draw a line to your shirt just like that. Okay? So that is your arm, and you're reaching out and you're showing off your bugs. Then you can finish off your outfit however you want. If you want to add buttons, just like that. Okay, so now you have your head, neck, your arms, and your hands. And this is drawn in perspective. So your hands are drawn larger than your head is, even though in real life that is not the case. You are going to then add the elements of your self-portrait. So as far as a nose, you can do various lines. I sometimes just do a little smiley line like that. Or you could even do a line going the other way. So I'll show you that one as well. So you can draw a line going that way for your nose. However you want to do it, but you have one nose and you're going to draw your eyes. So you can draw an eye shape like that, or you can draw circles like this one. So there's different options. You're going to draw the circle for your iris, and your iris is the colored part of your eye. And then you're going to draw the pupil, which is the dark circle on the inside. Then go ahead and give yourself a mouth. And because I am super proud of all the bugs that I have in my hand, I'm going to be smiling. So I'm going to have a smile like this. I'm going to add my teeth and the lines separating my teeth just like that. If you want, you can draw little smile lines on the outside. Don't forget to add your eyelashes and eyebrows. Okay. Now, if you made any lines that you want to erase, you can erase them now. And you can add ears. So ears I usually put starting where the bottom of my nose is to where my eyes start, or midway through my eyes. So that's where your ear placement is. Then you can draw your hair. So however your hair is, and I'm going to color it in more when I have my colored pencils, but I'm just going to kind of do the outline for now. Okay, so that is my self-portrait. So that's me. And this is where I'm going to draw my bugs. So for the bugs, we are going to be doing butterflies, dragonflies, and ladybugs. Now, the insects, as I was telling you, we're going to be learning a little bit about the body of an insect. So the insect has 3 parts for their body. So this is the head, the thorax, and the abdomen. So the thorax is where the legs and the wings come out of. The abdomen is basically like the bug's belly, and that's where their internal organs are. And then there's the head, which has the antenna on it. Now, insects have 6 legs, and they also have an exoskeleton. So the exoskeleton is the hard protective outer body covering for the insect. So we are going to be doing 2 butterflies, 3 dragonflies, and then 3 ladybugs. So first we have to do our 2 butterflies. So remember, you have 1, 2, 3 body parts. So head, thorax, abdomen. And again, for your other butterfly, head, thorax, abdomen. You can draw the antenna, but I'm not going to draw the legs for the butterflies. And then you can draw your 2 wings like that. Just like that, okay? So those are my 2 butterflies. Now I'm going to be doing my dragonflies. Now dragonflies' wing structure is a little bit different, but their body is the same. You have 1, 2, and then they have a long skinny abdomen. And 1, 2, 3, through the long skinny abdomen. And one last one. So now I have my 3 dragonflies. The wings, I'm going to add my antenna. Just like that. And the wings come out of the thorax. Now they have long oval wings. As far as shapes go, those are ovals. So long skinny ovals. And it's okay if you go over the other wing. Long skinny ovals for the wings coming out of the thorax. Just like that. So now I have my self-portrait with my eyes, eyelashes, eyebrows, nose, mouth, 2 ears, my hair. I put my neck, the collar. These are my arms and they're reaching out. So that's why the wrist is bigger than where it comes out in my shoulder. And then my hands, which I traced. Okay, now I have my 2 butterflies and my 3 dragonflies. And each of these insects has 3 body parts. So head, thorax, and abdomen. And there are the antenna. Now we're going to draw our ladybugs. And ladybugs are pretty simple to draw because they are just circles. So 1, 2, and 3. So 3 ladybugs. If you want to, you can draw like a little head. But ladybugs are super tiny, so it's kind of hard to see their body parts. And you can give them antennas. Now, the wing structure covers up the body parts on the bottom, so you can't really see those 3 body parts that I was talking about, but we can give them their legs. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If you want, you can add feet to these 2. That just makes them kind of look a little funny. But it's really good for math. So if you wanted to turn this into a math lesson 2 with multiplication, you could ask how many legs do all of these bugs have combined? Because we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we have 8 bugs and 6 legs each. So that would be 8 times 6, and then you would just have to figure out what that is. So that's a good multiplication task for math lesson for this one. So now we have all our bugs. We have our 1, 2, 3, 3 ladybugs, 1, 2, 3, 3 dragonflies, and our 2 butterflies, and we can start coloring. So I'm going to start coloring with my crayons, and I really like doing the butterfly wings first, just because that's just me. So I'm using my super cool Mr. Sketch scented crayons. I really like them. They're just really easy to hold, and I'm not sponsored by them at all. I just found them in my kid's box, but they're really cool. So anyway, hopefully you guys have some tools at home that you like and that are your favorites, whether they're markers or color pencils or crayons. But I'm coloring the butterfly wings pink. And I'm going to color the dragonfly wings blue. Oh, I totally forgot a step. We're going to backtrack. I forgot. I said once we were done penciling everything in, we have to come in with our marker. So, backtrack. Okay, go ahead and outline everything with your marker. So hopefully this is a good time for everyone to catch up. Now, when you get to the coloring stage, you have a lot of time to color because you can always watch this and rewind later and catch up on the steps that you missed. So try to do a really good job coloring neatly. You don't have to stay exactly with me and the live stream. If you need some time to catch up, that's totally fine. I'd rather you guys take your time in the coloring and make it look super awesome, because this is a fun project and it's kind of a cool one because you get to do the pretty bugs and then you also get to do your self-portrait. Okay. So I think I have them all. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm even going to do this because we all know that ladybugs have dots on their shell. So I'm going to do that. Then I'm going to go ahead and outline every other part of the drawing. So take your time. Don't rush. Once you get it in with a marker, you can't erase anymore, so. Okay, then it's my hair. And the last thing that I have to do is outline my hands. There we go. So, almost done with that. And then we can get back to coloring. Okay. Excellent. So now I have everything is outlined, and I'm going to go back to coloring. I was coloring my dragonfly wings blue. I'm going to do my butterfly bodies yellow. Obviously, my ladybugs are going to be red. And I am going to do the dragonfly bodies red as well, because I like that color. If you wanted to color each one of his body parts a different color, or any wings, or do patterns, you can do that too. It's totally up to you. This is your drawing, and you can put as much time into it as you want to. Obviously, you can add dots and patterns to your butterfly wings. And as we learned in the other class, patterns are repeating visual elements. So you can repeat dots, just like that, and make that a pattern. You can do stripes as a pattern, however you want to do it. Now I'm going to move on to my clothing that I'm wearing, and I think I'm going to wear blue. Yeah. So I'm going to wear a blue sweater. It's different from this one. So this one had radiating lines, and I did a background of blue and yellow. But I think I'm going to do a background of orange and yellow on this one and make it seem like it's a really bright, sunny day. Awesome. And I'm going to give her a pink collar. Oh yeah, and these Mr. Sketch crayons are also scented. So the blueberry one, that one smells really strong. Okay, so now I'm going to find my black to give myself black hair. So when you color your self-portrait, think about the color of your hair. Think about the color of your eyes. So your irises, you're going to color those in. So I have brown eyes, so I'm going to color my irises brown. And then this area stays white. Okay, and then you can do your skin tone. So depending on what colors you have in your box. So my skin tone is kind of like a light brown. So I have this tan color here. So I'm going to see if that's a good match. That's pretty good. So see if you can find a color in your color box that matches your skin tone pretty well. And you're going to color your hands just like this. So remember, try to take your time and make it nice and neat. So no scribble coloring, so no noodle coloring where it's all over the place. Try and get it with good coverage and just take your time. So as far as a math lesson goes, you can also say, how many bugs am I holding? So you can do 3 plus 3 plus 2. So you can make it a math lesson like that. And you can even switch it around. Is it the same sum if it's 2 plus 3 plus 3? How about if you added 3 plus 2 plus 3? So the sum is always the same no matter what order you add it. come over here. I'm almost done. Just like this. So if you guys get outside, because the weather is really great today, and I feel like it might be getting a little colder in the coming days, but if you get outside, you can find some bugs, and you can collect them and kind of observe them. And you might see the things that I was talking about today with the 3 body parts. And I'm going to color my face. So when you're doing your face and you want to do your lips, you can choose a different color just to do an outline. Just like that. So that's me. So there's me and there's me. Here are my bugs, my perspective with my hands larger than my face. So perspective is a picture drawn with enlarged parts to give the effect of space and distance. We worked on our self-portraits with the eye shape, the nose, the mouth, ears. And obviously I drew this one today and then this one. But all self-portraits, so self-portraits are portraits, so pictures of a person that are drawn by you. And everyone is unique, so everyone's self-portrait looks different, even if you did them just like 30 minutes apart. But now the last thing that we're going to do is we're going to work on the background. We're going to make radiating lines, so lines that come from a central point and go out. So we're going to make radiating lines, and I said I was going to do yellow and orange for the sun. So they're just going to come out of the center, and it's kind of like a sun. So the lines come out from the center point. So I'm going to say right here is where my center point is, and the lines come out. Oh, can you see that? From that center point. So these are radiating lines. They radiate out from the center to the outside of the page. Just like that. And I'm going to do orange. And then yellow. So I'm choosing 2 warm colors because I wanted it to portray the warm, sunny day outside. So I'm alternating yellow and orange. So right now I'm just doing the orange portion. And then I'm going to come back and I'm going to do the yellow. So alternating. So first one and then the next, then the other one. Okay. So as far as things that we learned today, we learned about the parts of a bug. So head, thorax, and abdomen. We learned about the exoskeleton, which is the hard outer body covering on the insect. And we learned that insects have 6 legs. So that means that a spider is not an insect. Because how many legs does a spider have? Spider has 8 legs. Okay, so I'm going to add, that one kind of looks like, I'm just going to add another orange part right here, just so it doesn't look too big. Okay, alternating. So first orange, then yellow, and then yellow, orange, and then yellow. And we learned that self-portraits are pictures of a person that are drawn by that person. So it's a picture of you, drawing of you, or painting of you made by you. And what else? Perspective. So a picture drawn with enlarged parts to give the effect of space and distance. And we are almost done. So, ta-da! So that is my self-portrait with perspective. So using my hands, I based it off of another lesson where you use your feet. So I don't have it up here. But you use your feet. So you draw your feet and trace your feet, and then you have your head in the background. So it's kind of along that lines for that lesson for perspective. But this one, we're holding our hands out like this. Our arms come back, and then our head is smaller, and it gives the viewer the effect of space and distance, which these lines, which radiate from the center, also help pop this out front. So I am going to flip this screen back up. I'm going to stop right here though. So this is my art shirt, and it says Art Experiences for Young Children. And really that is what this lesson is all about, and what we are trying to do at the Firehouse right now. We're trying to still provide art experiences for children, even though we're stuck at home and the Firehouse Art Center is closed. We still want to provide these opportunities to our community, whether our community is just Longmont, or since we're able to do these classes, hopefully our community even grows larger now that it's a virtual community. But there's a donate button on your screen, and we would really appreciate your support if you can donate at this time. We do want to keep doing these classes, and we do need your support to do that. We also need your support just for when we reopen, which we definitely will be reopening, and we can't wait until we do. So that we can continue to offer the great programming and the exhibits and everything that the Firehouse Art Center does for the art community in downtown Longmont. So we're definitely looking forward to that. But we're enjoying bringing you this kind of virtual digital content, and we hope that we can continue to do it. So this is me. This is my self-portrait, counting bugs. So as far as the lesson goes, we've got self-portrait, we've got perspective. We did a little bit of math with counting our bugs. You could have turned it into a multiplication. You could do the additive property for addition. We learned about bugs, their body parts, and I think that was about it. And we just had a lot of fun doing it. So hopefully you will join me again. Once again, I am Miss Elaine from Firehouse Art Center. So yeah, I'll see you guys back here. We'll be back on Friday doing 1 point perspective at 1 p.m. And it's great because these live stream classes, you can watch them live and say hi. I didn't see anyone saying hi today, but I'm on this new format, so hopefully it still worked. But yeah, so I'll see you in 2 days. And thank you so much for coming to the virtual class. Donate if you can. And thank you so much. Bye.